Thank you guys for getting me to 400 subscribers. I love you. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. But who cares about me? We're here to talk baseball for you. So the trade deadline is right around the corner, and look, this time of year is when teams always want to go get that next big name or that next big bat, pitching, whatever they want to do to fix their team before the postseason. This is the time. This is where teams give up top prospects or even major league ready players to go acquire those big names. But sometimes teams just mess up. It happens every year, like when the White Sox traded Tatis to the Padres for James Shields. Yeah, it happens. But hey, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Here's the worst trade of last year's deadline between the Cincinnati Reds and the Minnesota Twins. So around this time last year, the Twins again were in the playoff hunt, but roles were reversed. Their offense was doing okay, but they needed more pitching. They wanted more pitching depth. And well, the Twins found what they were looking for, Tyler Mahle from the Cincinnati Reds. But boy, what they gave up is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, hindsight's 2020 though. But the Reds got back 3 players, and 2 of those players are in the lineup as we speak. First, Christian Encarnacion Strand and Spencer Steer. Spencer Steer, as you know, has been like the lightning rod in this lineup. Until Elly De La Cruz came up, he was the perfect spark for this lineup, always on base. Listen to these stats so far in 2023. He has an on-base percentage of .361 while slugging over .450 and an on-base percentage of .820. And I think he's playing a lot of third base right now, but this guy can also play first base and the outfield. So he's pretty much a utility player because you've got Elly De La Cruz, a superstar at shortstop anyways. And when you got Matt McLain playing shortstop, you can move Elly to third, and then Spencer Steer can just play about anywhere else. So at 25 years old with a ton of service time left, having a guy that can be a lightning rod in that offense and play all over the field for you, that alone makes this trade a win for the Reds. I'm sorry. But that's not it. They also got Christian Encarnacion Strand. That's a long name. I don't even want to see the back of his jersey. Let's just call him Christian. In all seriousness though, he hasn't had a big sample size at the major league level yet. He's only got about 8 games. He's hitting around .270. But let's talk about his AAA stats so far this year, just before he got called up. You'll see why this guy is the number 4 overall prospect in their system. And again, why the Twins just messed up. In 67 games in AAA, he had a batting average of .331, an on-base percentage of .405 with 20 home runs, slugging .667. Oh yeah, and his OPS was just over 1,000. And not too long ago, he hit his first home run in the major leagues, and it was a big home run. Christian definitely looks strong. He looks like he's going to be a great hitter for this team moving forward. He's a lot like Spencer Steer defensively. He can play first, third, and right field, so we'll see how that all works out, where they want to play who, but they definitely got a good one here. And the last piece of this trade, time's only going to tell how he's going to turn out, but let's talk about Steve Hajjar. I hope I said his last name right. He's a 22-year-old left-handed starting pitcher that was drafted in the 2nd round by the Twins in 2021. Last year in A-ball, he had an ERA just over 3.6, and like I said, time will tell on if he's good or not. But again, for all of this talent, the Twins only received Tyler Mahle. And Tyler Mahle, after this trade, granted, he had 100 innings pitched, over 100 innings pitched before the trade, but after the trade, he only pitched 16 innings for the Twins, and he still had an ERA above 4.6. And he was off to a good start, but now he's out needing Tommy John surgery.
It was an easy decision just because it was so obvious what, after the second opinion, like so obvious what I should do.
It's still just, you're losing Spencer Steer and Christian Encarnacion Strand, 2 guys that are in the major leagues producing right now. One of them is producing at a high level, and what do the Twins need most right now? Yeah, they need offense. And losing these 2 guys that could have been bangers in your lineup around Correa and Buxton, that's pretty tough, especially for a starting pitcher that at this point you would need him to be your ace, and he's not even close to their ace. But that is my worst trade of the trade deadline for 2022. Let me know what you guys think, and please in the comments below, tell me what you think your worst trade from last year was. Either way, peace. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.